All right, my friends, I am here with Jane Corley, and she is a professional photographer, amongst many other things, I'm sure. But tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Jane Corley. I'm the owner and operator of Pic Visions Media Arts and Photography. I'm a local photographer based out of West Columbia. I've got a local studio as well as a traveling studio to assist all of my clients with whatever they need.
Fantastic. And how long have you been in business?
I started my business in 2014. Many of us local business owners start a business and may not know what we're doing or may not know what we don't know yet, right? So I got my business license in 2014, but didn't actually start serving clients under the Pic Visions umbrella until 2019. So during that time, I worked for other studios and just kind of found out what I like to do best.
Oh, fantastic. What inspired you to start your own business?
When I was younger, I always had a camera in my hand, whether it was just taking pictures of families or vacations. When I was very young, I started actually taking pictures of people in my neighborhood, and my dad was a small business owner, so I worked with him doing photography for his small dentistry office. And my biggest motivation was actually my aunt. She was an art teacher and worked at a camera store during the summer. So I always got really good deals on Photoshop and old cameras. And so I just always had a camera in my hand. So I moved up here from Atlanta in 2006, went to school at USC, and have a BA in media arts, specializing in photography and post-production. So I always knew I wanted to do it.
Wow, that's awesome. You probably don't remember the days where you sent your film off to like York Film and it came back.
Actually.
Okay.
I do
okay.
actually. Yeah.
Dating ourselves.
Yes,
dating ourselves.
exactly.
So what makes your business unique?
My business is unique with a few facets. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest drive is to tell the story of my clients. Whether you're a small business owner looking for rebranding, a senior in high school looking to kind of crest into the next phase of your life, or even with my photo restoration services, if you're wanting to just breathe life into a new, into one of your old photographs or film content, that's telling the story. So my goal with each of my clients is to really get to know them and really get to know where they are now and where they would like to be, how their photos, their video content is going to be used, and what's going to help them the most.
Awesome, awesome. And what's your best-selling products that you have?
Well, I work with 3 branches in my business. I've got my personal photography, my business branding photography, as well as my photo restoration services. So with my personal photography services, probably my like my actors, my models, any kind of performing artists, those sorts of portfolio packages, including reels and social media content, which we all really suffer with sometimes, getting that content out, and really just sending them on their way for success, professional success in modeling, acting, dancing, performing, just any sort of performing arts. With my business branding packages, probably my biggest seller is full website packages. So that's website construction, that's photo services, that's video services, and get them set up on their way. And typically we just add in social media management, Google My Business. And then with photo restoration services, it's just photo restorations. People find old photographs in their attic or big boxes when maybe somebody passes away, that they want to breathe life back into. They want to have it restored. They want to have it colorized. I do prints, small format, large format, wall art, really anything to help produce that image and kind of breathe life back into it.
Oh, sounds like she does it all. My goodness. And just disclaimer, I have this set up here at my place, so this is not her professional equipment. So super disclaimer. So how about the local community? How have they supported you in your business?
I love working with the local community. I absolutely love it. My ideal client for my business models is actually local businesses. I typically don't work with businesses over 10 employees. So those are small businesses, right?
Yeah.
Low overhead, typically when they need websites or social media content or anything like that, they actually just got started in business. So a lot of business owners don't really know what they don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to get started. They don't know what's gonna work. They don't know what the checklist of what's most important and what can kind of wait off to the side. So working with local businesses really helps me put back into my local community. I love working with nonprofit organizations. I've worked with Final Victory Pet Adoption for the most adorable dog shoots to help get little puppers adopted, as well as the American Suicide Foundation Prevention for Suicide Foundation, and just local events to get awareness to really help build and lift up our community.
Right. I know one of the places that you kind of revitalized them was at Balance Medical Day Spa.
I love Balance.
Yeah. So I've seen you go in there and you've done some great things. So, and I know they certainly appreciate that. Do you have any upcoming events personally, or ones that you're plugging into that people can find you at?
Local events, I mean, with you, of course. With you,
The
of course.
Night.
Exactly. And I like to work with like community outreach programs like that. Anybody like local events who need photography services. Really any kind of hosting events. No, not currently. I do promote things seasonally, like right now is really my senior season, right? My high school senior season. So people who are kind of going on to that next season of their life, them and their families really need that time to celebrate. So I do a lot of work with like the local high schools right now, but really no real scheduled events. You can usually find me popping up on local network events though.
Okay, when you said seniors, my mind went to like nursing homes.
No.
High
High
school
school
pictures right now with the Easter bunny.
seniors.
You know?
That's more
For the
restoration
families.
services,
Okay,
right?
right, absolutely. Tell us how we can connect with you on social media. How can we find you?
On social media, on the web, you can typically just search for Pic Visions, PIC-VISIONS. I'm on Google, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Typically the fastest way to get a hold of me is either through my website. You can send me a contact form, or really just call or text, right? My number's listed out there. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, and I'll get right back to you.
Okay, fantastic. What would you give for advice for someone starting a business? Well, first, I would give advice, make sure you save money for your taxes.
Yes. Yes. And stay organized for your taxes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But starting the type of business you started, what would you recommend people?
My number one thing that I always get kind of held up on with clients is the importance of knowing your ideal client. A lot of people, it's just, what's my phone number? What's my email address? What's my address? Where am I going to serve clients? My location, that sort of thing. But to make things so easy for marketing your business is just to know your ideal client. And that's not just to know that it's a, female who likes to business professional. That's knowing where they eat, knowing where they shop, knowing who they socialize with. It's kind of the, you're watching them, right? You're figuring out who they are, and that just makes things so much easier when you're looking to market to them and really speaking that love language to them, to know who you're going to serve. A lot of business owners start off with, I need the money, right? I'm here for the money. I want a sale. Well, when you start thinking of your sales downstream from service, it really not only makes your business a lot more enjoyable, but also helps you serve your clients better. So thinking, I'm here to serve my clients, I'm here to add value to their lives, and then the sales come.
Right. Give enough people what they want, you get what you want.
Exactly.
And, they're going to smell if you're talking about just sales, and you're only thinking of it as a number and money in their wallet.
Exactly.
So, anything you would like to share?
If you guys have any questions, I'm absolutely here for all of my clients. It's not just hey, when you want a session, come on in, we'll take pictures and move on. I really love to coach my clients. So if you're a business owner, it's pretty self-explanatory with coaching, but with your individual sessions and even your prints and any kind of products ordered, I really want to find out where it's going to go in your home. I want to find out how we can help you through the preparation process. I'm sure a lot of people out there, when they're preparing for a photo session, or do I want to wear this, or do I want to wear that, or does my partner want to wear this? Does he even want to come, right? How do I get my kids wrangled in? How do I get them prepared? How do I make sure they're having a good time? We've got tricks for that, guys. We've got tricks for that. I've never met a client I couldn't wrangle, right?
Okay, so fantastic.
Good things.
And what's the best number to reach you at?
My best number to reach me at is 803-917-7399, or you can reach me at Jane Corley at pic-visions.com.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to everybody sending business her way.
Yes, thank
you. She's
you.
enjoyable. Take care.